an extra warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining the Spokane Sangha. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I will be facilitating our practice today. I'm one of the facilitators in the Spokane Sangha, and it is always a privilege and an honor to practice with you and to bring forward these wonderful, wonderful ideas of Buddhist practice. May they be a support to your journey of recovery. May they encourage you to settle in with confidence that you are creating your pathway to recovery as only you can determine. And that is a beautiful thing. May you have ease. May you have strength. May you have enormous confidence in yourself to do this work. Take a moment, friends, to fully arrive to this practice. What I like to do to allow myself to arrive, particularly when I'm staring right in front of a camera as I am today, is I close my eyes. I'm sitting in an office chair that has little arm rests, but I have moved them away from my body, and my arms are resting relaxed with my hands folded gently in my lap. I'm sitting tall, but my back is not leaning against the back of this chair. I want my belly to be soft, but my spine and my back to be straight and strong. My feet are on the floor and they are gently crossed. Noble seated chair pose. Bring your attention to your heart, to the space around your heart, your collarbones, your shoulders, your neck. See if you can move your shoulders just a little bit, maybe some gentle shoulder rolls forward and back. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them down and away. Roll the shoulders forward toward your ears, down and away. Very gently, very slowly, mindfully. And then when you're ready, allow the shoulders to just come into full ease. But notice if the muscles around the collarbones, around the upper part of your chest, maybe they've softened a little bit so that heart-centered space, that heart chakra space, is a little bit more open. And breathe. Simple breathing in and out. Simple breathing presence. Breathing in, calm the body. Breathing out, be here. Many years ago, when I first started practicing that particular breathing mantra, I remember entertaining thoughts sometimes that were like, this is so dumb. It can't be this simple. Come on. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I'm here. What? I had a real rebel in me, somebody very resistant to the notion and the profound nature of simplicity. But with time and lots of showing up, I began to feel humble. The resistance began to soften, that attitude, that adolescent attitude that is a little know-it-all-ish began to sit more quietly, and the wiser, more mature aspect of me began to come forward. I started to feel humble that, wow, this is indeed incredibly simple. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I'm here in this moment. So simple. And yet, as I began to practice with a spirit that was more gentle, less resistant, a little more curious and open, I began to realize, wow, I have a lot to learn from those two ideas. Calming my body invited me to examine how much stress I carry in my body every single day. Calming my body invited me to look at where I tend to carry my stress, which is always predominantly in two places: my shoulders and neck, and my belly, my gut. Sometimes I carry my stress in my hands, and my hands have to be in movement, doing something. Those three places are connected to every other place in my body as well. And so I began to breathe in and calm my body with sincerity. I began to address that urgency, that growling desire to just get calm right now. And I began to laugh at myself a lot, like, oh, Julia, sweetheart, you can't force this, darling. You can't make this happen. You've just got to be with it happening over and over and over again. That practice lent strength and power to the second part of this mantra. Breathing out, I am here. The rebel in me was like, well, of course I'm here. Where else would I be? And then I started to realize, well, Julia, darling, you are in the past. Look at that. You're also tripping in the future. Would you look at that? Silly woman. You're not here. You're not in this moment. You're doing all kinds of things to avoid this moment. This moment's uncomfortable. This moment is stressed. This moment is twitchy and agitated and weird. It's no fun to be reminiscing about the past, because usually what I'm reminiscing about is regret, something I messed up, something I could have done differently and didn't. So I've got all kinds of stories telling myself what a miserable, awful person I am. That's no picnic. Likewise, when I'm future tripping, I am full on anxiety. This could happen. What if that happened? Oh no. Before I know it, my shoulders are all tense. Not a party in this mind. Breathing in, I calm my body, because breathing out, to be here, what a relief. I'm on Zoom on a computer with people all over the nation, sometimes all over the world. Beautiful people, wonderful people, so many people finding and carving their own way, navigating this very complex maze of life. Some people with extraordinary trauma and fear, so many opportunities to explore compassion arising, loving kindness and joy at seeing all of your beautiful faces, acknowledging the wonder of you, the way you've prioritized your time and your practice. It's such a privilege to be here with you. Breathing in, calm the body. Breathing out, be here. Being here, I see that I have a healthy body. And you know, not everybody does. What a privilege to have health. I have fairly good eyesight and hearing. Not everybody does. The world is exceptionally accessible to me through my senses and my mobility. Not everybody has that ease. I am so fortunate to be here in an able body with all of my senses. Wow. This motivates me to sister the calmness that I'm affording my body by practicing gentleness toward my body. Making little changes to my diet, trying to consume with less greed, less mindlessness, more compassion and loving kindness, and even joy. Like enjoying the food I'm eating, enjoying the things that I'm drinking that will hydrate and refresh my body rather than poison it and make me feel crappy. Breathing in, calm the body. Breathing out, be here. For the longest time, I was persuaded to believe, conditioned to believe, that the only way to achieve anything was to hammer it out, grind it out. All of these often militant and violent words to describe going forward and to keep showing up and so on. And it wasn't until I learned the power of profound simplicity that I began to realize, oh, there's more than one way to navigate the complexity of this life and even its misery. There is a gentle way, a silken way, a slower way, a mindful way, a sustained way. This is not to say that abandoning my initial conditioning is something worth doing. There are aspects, there are times when that pushing through, hammering it out, nailing it down, and so on, is effective and wise. It's just not applicable all the time. Sometimes this slower pace, this more spacious pace, is essential too. Breathe in. Calm the body. Breathe out. Be here. This moment. Wonderful moment. Friends, we'll take a step toward the conclusion of our practice by chanting a beautiful dedication to the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. This is to pay homage to the Buddha and the teaching of mindfulness in the present moment. If you know this chant that is sung, you can sing it, or you can just enjoy listening. And we'll chant this 3 times, breathing in together. Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Muni Soha. Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Muni Soha. Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Muni Soha. Alrighty, friends. We're going to end our practice then with a dedication of merit. Friends, Oh, allow yourselves a moment of celebration to recognize that you have honored yourself by being here today, by prioritizing this hour plus of time. May the rest of your day find ease. May you have gentle places to pause and reflect. May you stay open and curious to the wonder of your minds, your bodies, your spirits. May you continue to endeavor to show up and sustain this practice of mindfulness for your healing and, by extension, the healing of the world. Thank you so much for your practice today. We'll see you next time. Namaste.